Hey folks, Brian Blessing in Las Vegas. Glad to be with you here at BangTheBook.com. Follow me on Twitter at Brian Blessing. Don't forget our pal Adam Burke with the Sports Betting Podcast. Always a great time of year to talk football with you, and we got conference previews. We'll have every conference covered before they ever kick off. Right now we're focusing on Conference USA in relation to the numbers. Hey, listen, this is a conference returning a ton of skill, a lot of great talented players in this conference, and a conference that's fared well in bowl games, went 4-2 last year in their bowl appearances, 30-18 since 2011 in bowl games. So mark that down for the end of the year. Let's start in the East, where Charlotte has a new head coach in Will Healy. Comes over from Austin Peay. He's got a win-early pedigree in his past, inherits a strong defense, and youth got experience last year. This team's on the board. There's work to do, no doubt. 40-1 to win Conference USA. Florida, Atlantic Lane, Kiffin, only 5 wins in 2018. This program that really fell off the map last year for some reason, and now they lose their 2 studs on offense. Singletary specifically is out of there, and he was Mr. Everything for them. Nonetheless, the talent that Kiffin's gotten there through the recruiting wars, they're 3-1 to win the Conference USA championship game. Mark this down, though, as a favorite last year, 1-6 against the spread. Quarterback Chris Robeson is back this year. Butch Davis at the helm of Florida International, 8-1 to win the conference. Listen, only 5 teams with a winning record on their schedule in 2018. One of the easiest schedules in college football this year. That helps the cause. And only 3 teams that had winning records last year. So Davis has set the table for himself pretty good to do some damage. The bottom line is this guy knows what he's doing. He had a solid recruiting class, and he's got a lot of experience. 8-1, maybe a price play to take a peek at. Marshall, very short on experience, but the good experience is on the sidelines, wearing the headset. Doc Holliday, 7-2 to win the conference. New defensive coordinator. They lost a lot in the trenches this past year. And this is another team that's very good if they make it to a bowl game, very good in bowl game. The one thing with Doc Holliday, his teams improve late in the season. Middle Tennessee, Rick Stockstill, good coach, knows what he's doing. The problem is his son, Brent, the quarterback, graduated, so they really lost a lot through graduation. This could be a bit of a transition year for the Blue Raiders. Old Dominion, head coach Bobby Wilder. The offense has a lot of work to do here. I mean, they really struggled last year, and they started 1-6 last year. The bottom line is the Monarchs could really struggle out of the gate, so maybe a team you'd be fading in the early portions of the season. And then wrap it up with Western Kentucky on the board at 30-1 to win Conference USA. 3 wins in 2018. That's bizarre. The Hilltoppers have been pretty good for a lot of years. You get a new head coach here, and Tyson Helton comes over. This guy's an experienced offense coordinator in his pedigree, so the offense should actually be cranking here a little bit. And he was the offense coordinator at Western Kentucky during a record-setting year in 2015. They got sophomore running back Joshua Samuel. He's going to be the workhorse for this team. And this was a very young team last year. The team could be good against the spread, I think, this year, showing marked improvement. All right, go to the other side in the West. Louisiana Tech, they're on the board 7-1 to win Conference USA. Skip Holtz flat out knows what he's doing. He's got the quarterback in Jamar Smith. They lost a lot of close games last year. This could be a decent year for Louisiana Tech. This is a really good team. Mark this down, ATS-wise, when they're catching points, Louisiana Tech is a play-on team. North Texas, 7-2 to win the conference because they've got the player of the year in the conference. Quarterback Mason Fine is back. The kid's a stud. Head coach Seth Luttrell. You're counting on that head coach quarterback combination to do a lot of good things. And the one thing, and you talk about a rarity, they outgained every opponent on their schedule in 2018. Watch out for North Texas. Rice, tons of youth that got experience, so should be better in that department. They suffered a ton of injuries. Rice could be sneaky better than last year. And you look for a fresh start here. They want head coach Mike Bloomgren to get this team out of the gate, and hopefully they stay healthy. Rice could be on the improve. 8-1 on Southern Mississippi. The kids got a lot of work last year for this club. Solid defense. They were 3rd overall in the nation in 2018. But the problem is the offense has been trending down. So they got to get the offense going here a little bit with head coach Jay Hobson. He's got to fix the offense. And then you go to UAB, graduation, ouch. Those are the notes I took, ouch. Graduation really hurt this team. The good news is they're on the board at 8-1 because, simply put, they have a very favorable schedule. And then UTEP, only one win in 2 years. But the recruiting has been pretty good for UTEP. And Dana DeMel, head coach, he's hoping he can get things going, put a stamp on this program, hoping the recruiting comes through. It's going to be a transition with so many new faces. I mean, up to 32 new faces here. Early portion of the season be a transition for everybody to get on the page. But maybe UTEP could be a team you take the points in the back half of the season. There you have it. Looking for some trends, some opportunities for us. Looking at Conference USA. Always be glad to be there here at BangTheBook.com, and invite you to follow along on Twitter right here at BangTheBook.